This is the one I was waiting for. We have, for the first time ever, besides that one back there that's not as cool, an official Fairly Odd Parents, The Rules book. Welcome home, Rep Pack Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons, the show where I collect absolutely everything from the late 90s, 2000s, all the way to the modern day. And I'm also trying to create the world's biggest Spongebob and the world's biggest Nickelodeon collection. But not just that, the creator of this channel actually happened to be a competitor in Double Dare. I told her no, but she said I double dog dare you. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and if you guys aren't, you know the drill. Fairly Odd Parents camera flip.
Juice, rubber goose, green rose, guava juice, giant steak, birthday cake, large rice, chocolate shake.
It's about to get a whole lot brighter, Rep that, because your boy is here. You have no clue how long I've been waiting to do that flip. We have something amazing today, and that is the brand new Nickelodeon Nick box right here, released by Culture Fly. You guys know how this series goes. We open this box up and we try to see if we can destroy the value that this thing retail goes for. And the Nick box is slightly more than the Spongebob box or even the Avatar box that we also opened, being $50 retail. So seeing if we could smash that value with everything in here. But this one, I cannot lie, we gotta give it a pan up shot, is a once in a lifetime type of experience. Mitchell's pan is a little slower than what I had words for. That's because it has the Fairly Odd Parents in the box. So much so that I have actually prefaced a new collection for Fairly Odd Parents. We're gonna try to add stuff to that as this time goes. Picking up some stuff from collections, picking some stuff up online, but not just that. I knew that very soon they were gonna be releasing this box with Fairly Odd Parents in it. And it's really nostalgic, the box itself being a composition notebook, but we're gonna sit on down and get into this thing as a full package. But again, if you guys haven't already, if you guys are not part of the Nick box, it is an unbelievable value every single quarter. Every quarter we do this, I preach to you guys how worth it is, and it really is just such a great value to add stuff to your collection, to get all this exclusive merchandise. So again, go ahead and sign up down below if you haven't signed up for it already. This box completely sold out within 2 days. So if you're not subscribed, yeah, that's it. You pretty much are gonna run out. Shout out to Culture Fly for sending this over. Let's go ahead and pop it open. Dude, I didn't even realize that. Mitchell was reading on the side. He's like, what's that over there? It's Action League Now.
Super throwback.
Yes, it's a part of a series called Kablam, which is a very, very random show that maybe a lot, if you guys remember Kablam, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll heart the 2 of you that comment on that, because I don't know how you remember Kablam, but it was awesome. All right, let's pop this open and check it out. We got $50 on the board. That's our goal, to smash. So let's see if we can do that today. All right, we got our card here. I'm not gonna look at it very closely, but you know what we do with this? Wow! So now that's out the way, let's check this out, the full box.
The full?
Yeah, the full box. I mean, that may be a little precursor for something we're gonna see maybe later in this box. They maybe showed out some spoilers for it before, you know, in some emails before this video, before. All right, let's check it out. First item here. Oh, we're starting off with a figure again. So last box, you opened the Spongebob one, it came with Mr. Krabs. Invader Zim, but what is it? Invader Zim. Oh, ooh. Dude, it's Gur and Pizza. And you know what's crazy is they just released the Funko Pop, the Hot Topic exclusive of Gur eating pizza. I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather have this.
Yeah, that one's way cleaner.
It's way more unique.
Got more detail, yeah.
So we have the Invader Zim box here, which let's be real, Invader Zim should get his own box.
Yeah.
He should get his own box, exclusively at Hot Topic. Gothic girls would go crazy, okay? Hey, I would go crazy, so I understand it. But the Gur with pizza in the box, actually it has a base and everything. I didn't even see the base down there, the pizza stacks. Let's go ahead and pop this guy out of the box. And man, dude, the Nick box vinyls are on another level, dude. You have the cheese everywhere. You got the, why does cartoon pizza look so good?
I'm so angry.
Like you look like the cartoon cheese, you could stretch this from here to freaking Alaska. The cheese in cartoons is so good, but you have the Bloaty's Pizza Hog branding on the top of the box. Would be nice to have seen it on this box as well, but still really cool. And then we have the pizza itself, and it literally looks like the pizza is straight out of Invader Zim. Like this art style on pizza somehow looks like it's from Invader Zim. But the Gur is adorable, and dude, look at his, because it's kind of tough to make a mouth like Gur's because of the fact that it's like all one huge opening, but they actually have the little detail of it being open and a strand of cheese between the top and bottom of his jaw, so you can actually kind of put your finger in there. It's like, that's a level of detail you got. And then on this side you have his chubby cheek expanding from all the pizza my man's eating here. And if we can compare that to the Bikini Bottom statue we just opened, yes, this figure's a little bit bigger, but I would much rather have had like a very very Fry Cook Games-esque base, you know, maybe like the sandy floor, maybe some weights and stuff like that to kind of give it that vibe. But this one really went there and took that extra step of adding the slices of pizza, the box, all that little stuff. But I think that's, again, comes down to the fact that this one costs a little bit more than the Spongebob box, maybe. I mean, that $5, they make it stretch. Yeah. So I'm gonna say I prefer these type of figures. They've had other ones they released in the past here, which just have so much detail on them. Like, they're incredible. Some of these figures, you literally, you'll never find them anywhere out in the market, especially RL monsters in 2023. So these Nick boxes are the only way to get these awesome sculptures in your collection. It's tough because when we did the Bikini Bottom box, we gave Mr. Krabs a lower price because the figure was a little lower, you know, little. But I think this one, I wouldn't expect to pay anything less than $14.99.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 18, 17. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, we're talking box lunch, yeah, but I'm thinking like Hot Topic, maybe even like a Target. Yeah. I would see $14.99. So we have $14.99 on the board for this figure. And again, as we do all of these prices, it's including the fact that this is exclusive. You can only get in this box. So that itself adds some value, but we're not adding that. We're just going off of base retail. So $15 on the board. Let's go and see what we got in here next. Next up, okay, this is a hat. So I'm not a big hat person. Doesn't really work. You got a little mane back here that makes your hat very difficult. You know, so I'm not much of a hat person, but this is a classic Nickelodeon bumper right here. Nickelodeon. So how much, you're a hat person more than I am, Mitchell. Mitchell has a hat at least, I know of, or two maybe.
I got like 2, yeah.
Okay, so how much would a hat cost? I'm not gonna ask Timmy Turner, but he only got one pink one.
I don't know, like 8?
$8?
$10, yeah, something.
I think snapbacks are way more than that. Like a lids? You know about lids.
The lids?
I know about lids. The one hat place is like only about hats. I feel like they're like $20.
Those are more expensive, yeah. I guess for that, probably like 18?
18? Okay, I mean, I'm thinking like, let's just, since we both don't know for sure, how about we go the same price we gave for Gert? $13.99.
Oh, that's a little less.
Oh, okay, well, I don't like this as much as that. So we're going $13.99. I think this hat would realistically cost you more than this, but we're gonna go ahead and say maybe we'll be a little higher on some other items. We're gonna go a little low on this one, but we have the snapback hat here. I'm not a huge fan of this personally. As I said, I don't wear hats, and nor do they really look that great in a collection in particular. So for me, this one's kind of a little bit like eh. But even as a Nickelodeon fan, I will keep this hat in the collection because, you know, it's an awesome Nickelodeon item, and I love Nickelodeon. So of course I'm gonna have it to represent it. And that's the one benefit you have with the subscription box, is knowing that it's all gonna be Nickelodeon. Because if it was a regular hat, like for the LA Rams, I mean, shout out to LA Rams, but I wouldn't keep it. You know? So if you guys missed the last video, go check it out. There is an intro where I talked all about our new Patreon. So if you guys want to go support on Patreon for as little as $5, you can get a personal video message from me curated towards you, or it can just be as simple as a thank you. But if you want a birthday message, anniversary, anything like that, when you sign up for $5, you get a personal video message from me. And along with that, you'll be getting expanded versions of the videos, behind the scenes bloopers, all types of stuff. Go check it out to see more information on the Patreon. And again, thank you so much for just watching this video. And for those of you guys who want to take that extra step to support, thank you so much. And the link will be down below for the Patreon. Anyway, on to the video. Nickelodeon, oh yeah, I'm keeping this. Let's go ahead and check out the next item. So we're at $29 on screen right now. Again, we're trying to kill that budget. So let's see what we got here next. Oh my Lord, they actually did it.
What'd they actually do?
I'm not gonna show it yet. We gotta wait for that, because that's the magic, literally. So let's pull up the next item here. We have acrylic standees for the Rugrats. That is weird because we see these all the time on Anime Avenue.
Yeah, just acrylic Narutos all day.
Yeah, on Anime Avenue, there's a lot of acrylic stands for anime products, but I've never seen an acrylic stand for something outside anime. So they're taking a note from the anime book here, and they made an acrylic stand for the Rugrats. So you can see there's actually the background of Tommy's room right here. So you can see he has his Dummy Bear's bed right here, which I honestly didn't really pay attention to that watching this show, that he actually has a Dummy Bear's bed. And I'm gonna take this plastic off, I probably can see better. And if you guys wanna know an easy trick to get this plastic stuff off, easiest way is to take your sharpest tooth. This is mine right here. I call him Sharper. It's inspired by Sharper Image. So you just take your tooth and you scrape it against one corner.
I wouldn't recommend doing that.
I would recommend
You're just
that.
scraping it out.
Yeah, and then you just go ahead and open it up like that. Look, no scrapes, because my Sharper is not that sharper. So you take this off and boom, you got the clean look right there. So this is actually the base. Better look at it now. It goes in there. That's really nice. Usually with the anime ones, they're just clear for one, and you don't get a background.
Nope, it's just, oh, here's the stand. Thick.
And a small little detail on this. If you look in the background here, a little small detail, that actually says smile. You see the sign? I'm 90% sure that is actually Face from Nick Jr.
There's also the toy box next to the bed that has Smile on it.
Yeah, I think that's also face. Like, I have to watch Rugrats again, but I don't think that that's actually in Tommy's room. I think that just might be a small little nod to face. But nonetheless, it is an awesome one. But now we have to get out the Rugrats themselves. We got Tommy and Chucky here, number 2, probably the most popular of the Rugrats. Number 1 being surprisingly Chucky, and number 2 being Tommy. I've seen a lot of online polls that have kind of confirmed that these are the 2 most popular of the Rugrats. I mean, I don't really know if anybody thought Phil and Lil were gonna still.
Surprised Angelica's not up there though.
I don't know if she's considered a Rugrat though.
Oh, you know, that's true.
You know, she's kind of a toddler. So that goes right there. And typically with the anime ones, you would have like the logo on the base. This one actually went detailed enough to have its own piece right there. Yeah, it's gonna look dope. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the acrylic stands because I prefer figures, but I would say this is probably the best acrylic stand figure thing I've ever seen. That is clean, dude.
Oh yeah, it's a whole dang.
That is sick. And the best thing about these particular acrylic stands, what you can do for them is you can put napkins inside of these. You could put paperwork, like of course short paperwork, post-it notes, any of that type of stuff you're storing in your collection. You can easily put that in between this insert right here, or even between this insert if you're brave enough. So you can grab pretty much anything. For me, I'm grabbing the TV Cure for anxiety, sadness, and loneliness, none of which are curable this book, but I tried. And then right there, it fits in perfectly. So you can use it for stands of all types of stuff. I mean, obviously it blocks the background here, but it's multi-use, which is cool. If we were doing ratings today, I would give this, for acrylic stands, 10 Tommy balls out of 10 Tommy balls.
Yeah,
that's a weird sentence.
It is a really good acrylic stand, yeah.
But how much do we value at? I feel like it would be highway robbery to give it anything more than the way we give the figure.
So you think like 8 to 10?
Yeah. Let's go $9.99, $9.99.5. You round it up where you think it should go.
A half penny.
So very, very clean, but not just that, it's unique. We haven't seen that in any of the subscription boxes quite yet. So if they can make it multi-layered like this, I would be for it. I would be for other ones in the future. I would love to see Spongebob Patrick like in bathing suits at Gula Good or something.
Ooh, that would be sick.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I think there's some work with that could definitely be done. So we are at $39. We only need 11 bucks to get past here. If we had one of those $11.99 bills right now,
yeah,
we'd be there, but not quite yet. We need 11 bucks to get past this. Let's see what we have next in the box. All right, I'm gonna grab something small out here. So what do we have here? Okay, so this one is Ren and Stimpy wall tapestry.
Ooh.
Again, man, I mean, you sign up for a year's worth of Nick boxes, you have a collection by the end of that. Between the wall art, the statues, the plushies, you have like, you're covering all bases of cartoon collecting almost. Oh, and you got the wall hooks for it too? So, ooh, right there, we have the Ren and Stimpy design, and let's not talk about what's coming through that tube at Ren.
Yeah, I probably don't want to know.
They actually did use this design before. I think it may have been in the first Nick box they ever did in 2019, and that was a plate they released. Ryan will put it up on screen. It was a plate that actually had Ren and Stimpy on the plate itself, doing the same thing. So we have had this design, but I mean, that was a plate. You know, by now those plates are probably used up. If you actually used them, unlike me, I didn't put them, you know, somewhere very safely. But the wall tapestry, I'm gonna give that a freaking...
I feel like you could get this at like Five Below, you know? Like a $5 bill.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Just because it's a little small, you know?
Yeah, it is kind of small. Is it double-sided? Nah. One side, $5. Two sides, $10. Okay, let's go ahead and do $5. So in case you went high on anything else, we're giving this guy $5. I mean, realistically though, at some places they probably put it in a package like this. They're probably gonna ask you $8.99 or something like that. We're gonna go and do $5 right here. But a really, really cool one. And again, I have so much stuff going on the wall. Like you said, this isn't really like substantial enough for me to put it up on the wall. But for somebody who has a smaller collection, this is a perfect thing to just kind of fill in a void in your wall, or just to have some little fun in your room for, again, a very, very good price compared to everything else here. We're gonna go low though, $5. So we're at $44. We just need one thing that's more than $6 to get over that price at $50. Let's check out the next item here. Oh, this is $10 easy, dude. That is sick.
Ooh, a wallet?
That is so, like, that gave me such nostalgic vibes immediately, like waves of nostalgia, because I am gonna do this, and this is the sound of every purchase I made between the ages of 7 to 15. Yeah, I was a little late, okay? Oh yeah. As a kid with ADHD and, you know, growing up hyperactive, I didn't really like shoelaces. So every time I tied my shoes also, I don't know how many Velcro Payless sandals I had, especially these Pokemon ones that lit up. I was the king of the yard, the schoolyard. But the wallet itself, that looks like an item that came straight out of the 90s. I mean, there's so many products from Nickelodeon, especially like the radios, the alarm clocks. A lot of the tech that came out for Nickelodeon products had that green, purple, blue look to it. And this looks like literally, it could have been like a bonus with one of those products. It's so straight out of the 90s. They did a great job on it. So when you open it up here though, if you are in elementary school, you got a picture right here for your girlfriend that you never actually talked to because it's like you're in elementary school and you're just like, oh yeah, it's a thing, but it's not really a thing.
She goes to another school.
She goes to another school, but she doesn't really exist, and you're just trying to make her friends because they think you're cool, but you're not, and you know you're not, and they know you're not, but you just, you know, you go home and you're happy, and you can sleep at night. That's what matters.
Sounds very personal.
I'm sorry. Sometimes it just kind of happens in these videos. But you have a photo right here. I mean, you could put a freaking Zodia piece in here. You could put a little base set Charizard first edition Shadowless in there and regret it for the rest of your life. And then over here you got, oh man, I need this so much. A little coin kangaroo pouch right here, man. Look at that. I said kangaroo pouch because Mitchell went to Australia recently, so now he'll understand my kangaroo jokes.
Oh.
You know that marsupial life.
Yep.
So there it is right there, the Nickelodeon wallet. And I'm giving that a $10 bill.
I was gonna say just 10,
Just
yeah.
a flat, nice freaking Jackson. Or he's on the freaking 20. Who the hell's on the 10? Does anybody know that? Who the hell's on the $10 bill?
Hamilton?
I've seen that play, but I don't know why you're bringing it up now.
I don't know who's on the 10 either.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows that. Nobody
the
actually
50s
knows
Hamilton,
that.
I think.
Let's hope it's somebody important. You guys guess down below. Who's on the $10 bill? All right, so let's see what we got in here next, guys. So what did that bring us to?
54.
Damn.
54.
That sounds like a profit to me. $4. $4 over our price at the start. $50 the goal to beat. So you're getting all this right here for $4 more so far.
That's what's in your wallet.
Exactly. I could actually afford the extra on this, okay? So let's see what we got in here next, guys. Next up, we have the Action League Now magnet set. So these are all the different characters from Kablam. So we have Meltman here, which is literally a figure that got left out in the sun and melted. And then we have the Flesh, which is, I mean, he is showing a lot of flesh. At least there's none where it counts right now. And then we've got Thunder Girl, which, you know, she's got thunder and also a little...
yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
Let's jump. This is the 90s, dude, okay? Wardrobe malfunctions happened. Ask Janet Jackson. Oh, this is Meltman. Who is he then? Les Meltman? I think this is the Chief, and then this is Meltman, actually, because he looks way more melted. And then down here, we have the Action League Now logo. That, for me, is like probably one of the most nostalgic items that we've gotten in a Nick box, because I watched that show so many times growing up, but never did I really, like, establish it as a core memory, exactly like with Spongebob and other stuff like that. It was just kind of, like, there, you know?
Yeah.
So seeing them, it's just unreal to now have it manifested into a physical product. Unreal to see that there. And of course, you already know we're gonna be adding that to the washer in the back with all the other magnets for sure. I'm thinking another $10 bill.
10, dang.
Dude, these are Action League Now, not Action League Later. This is now.
Now prices.
Now prices. I'm gonna say $10, dude, because you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4. So you add that up with $2 a magnet. What does that bring me to?
10.
$10. What do you think? What are you thinking?
I was thinking 8, yeah, it's pretty close.
8. Fine, 8.
Because a regular square magnet's like 5, so.
I see where you're coming from. I think 8. I think 8 too. So either way though, that brings you to $62. Unbelievable. And we still have more contents. More contents inside of the composition notebook. All right, so next up here, we're saving the big Jorgen Bong Strangle for last. We have a Choky Chicken shirt, I think. Yes, it's a shirt. But dude, now this is what I'm talking about. So this is the Choky Chicken shirt, which is like, how many, where's a restaurant around here called the Chicken Box, right? There's so many chicken places that sell these exact type of shirts. But you can have one legitimately from Choky Chicken from Rocko's Modern Life. But what we didn't get in the recent Nickelodeon SpongeBob box was the shirt only had a logo on the front. What I love about the Nick box ones is usually, man, it's business in the front, party in the back.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so there's like more detail in the back than there is in the front, which is typically what you would see with like your 2 In-N-Out shirts, stuff like that. They have a little logo in the front and then a big one in the back, and it really feels like a restaurant t-shirt, and that's what I love the most about it. So you have the drive-thru right here with some of the different cars coming through. So an unbelievable shirt, and I love about Nick Box too is because it's a subscription box, I usually, you know, my go-to is black. You know, I always wear black shirts, maybe a gray here and there, some red shirts sometimes. Red's kind of an oddball, but I do it. But I don't usually wear these type of colors, but when I get the Nick Box, when I like the shirt so much, it kind of gives me an opportunity to try something new. And then I end up wearing this Tommy Pickles shirt.
I think it looks sick though, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna end up liking this blue. Like, and I'll probably buy other blue shirts in the future after I get to check it out on myself. But it gives me the opportunity to try something new and a different style. So I'm a huge fan of this shirt. And I'm gonna say, we have the other shirt, the Spongebob one, $20 because it didn't have anything on the back. I think this one's solidly earned $26.
Yeah, I was gonna say like almost 30 though, that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say $25.99 on screen. Because I mean, if you were to Box Lunch, if you were to Hot Topic, first off, Hot Topic shirts wouldn't have this much detail with something in the back and all that stuff. You get a print on the front.
Just the front and that's it, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say Box Lunch status, about $25 on this one. Easy. That is freaking cool. So what does that bring us to, man?
$88.
I'm telling you. The SpongeBob box, they get close to doubling the value every time. But the Nick box, sometimes, we've had sometimes where they've gone 3 times over their value. We're almost at double already now though, with $88 on screen out of the $50 you pay retail for the box. All right, so that one, I'm gonna fold this guy up because that's going in my personal closet, because there's an unpersonal closet I have as well. That's the thing in my life. But for the Grandista Mac Daddy Dragon of the NYC, no, it's a big deal. This is the one I was waiting for. We have, for the first time ever, besides that one back there that's not as cool, an official Fairly Odd Parents, The Rules book. Yes, yes, yes. It is right here in the flesh.
That is beautiful.
This alone, for me alone, I would have gotten this box for it. Even if they said, hey, nothing else coming in this box besides this and some fluff, I'd have been like, damn it, they got me. So let's pop it open here. You have the rules book. Ooh. The details don't in there. You actually have the bookmark that is in the rules book too, the pink bookmark here. And not just that, you have the wand, the official Fairly Odd Parents wand. And if you wish for a pin, you got your wish. And if you wish for a little thing that goes in the bottom of the pin that's fun to chew on, you also got your wish. So we had them do pins before, and they really do an amazing job on making the pin, not just a pin, but something that you can add to your collection. This is Tommy's very famous, or infamous to his parents, screwdriver. He could use this to get out of just about any room, and they doubled it up and made it a pin too. So to be able to have this as a pin to work with a notebook, but I have an actual displayable Fairly Odd Parents wand, unreal. I'm so happy to have this in the collection, to be able to add it back here. It's gonna be such a key detail of just iconicness. You know, we have this Blue's Clues notebook up there. We have Goddard right there. What we love in the background here, because we can't put everything in the background, is stuff that just really encompasses the show. And I feel like this really encompasses the entire show of Fairly Odd Parents, considering that Timmy physically, they had to add new rules to this book just because Timmy's existence.
You got awfully big at the end.
Yeah. And not just that, if they follow this guide, this book throughout the entire series, it's something that's present. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. And the pages did not lack detail either. You actually have the Fairly Odd Parents logo down there on the bottom as well too, just to kind of add to it. So this is an amazing item, and I can't wait to add to the collection. We have the official The Rules book right there. Shout out to Culturefly, shout out to Nickelodeon for making this whole thing possible. I'm a huge fan of everything they do in the Nick box, the SpongeBob box, the Avatar box. I mean, any box they pretty much release that's related to Nickelodeon, I'm a fan. So this was an incredible box, but what do we value this at? Like, I know realistically for me, like I said, I would go crazy on the price on this one, but a baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do. I think 50 bucks.
Realistically, like you walk into like any like, you know, bookstore or anything like that.
Where do you know about a bookstore, Mitchell, in 2023?
Barnes and Nobles.
The only thing noble about them is
not their prices.
Not the, there's a Funko Pop section they added. All right.
I would say at least $14. I wish it was 14.
Yeah, I think 14 works. All right, so 14 added to the actual price tag. What does that bring us to?
102.
$102. $102. Yeah, that's at 100. That's a solid Benji. $102 for $50. And not to mention, guys, I'll bring it up again. We have items like this guy right here, the 7 Voyages Cynthia that came out a few years ago. That alone goes for $80 now. The original one goes for almost a $200. All the items go up too because they're exclusive to the box. If you haven't signed up, you're crazy. You're missing out. That's an insane value. And I only preach it because I go and buy all this stuff. I go out here and and I do these hunts. And if I see an opportunity for you guys to get something, for one, a good deal, two, awesome, and three, exclusive, I'm running out of fingers there, so I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna tell you about it. It's an amazing deal. Not just because I'm sponsored, because realistically, I had it before the sponsor. They're incredible. Link will be down below if you guys wanna pick one up. This one, like I said, sold out in 2 days, so subscribing makes it a lot easier, and you can guarantee you're gonna get the next box, so check it out down below. But we're gonna add some of this stuff to the collection. You guys know the drill. Stick around. Before that, you know what's up. I said drill earlier, so now I gotta say it like that. Scan it! So right here we added the rules book to the Fairly Odd Parents shelf. Like I said, guys, there's so many things I want to add to the shelf. I definitely want to get the Cosmo and Wanda pepper and salt shaker right here as well. The goal is not to necessarily get every Fairly Odd Parents item that exists and put it in here. It's just to kind of get that iconic stuff where you can just kind of see it. We got the characters themselves right here looking beautiful. We've got the Nickelodeon lunchbox. We have the other official The Rules book, but this one's like very, you know, thematic for kids, whereas this one literally looks like the rules book, so it's so perfect to have this one here, right here represented, just to kind of culminate this whole shelf. Okay, so right now this shelf looks like absolute mayhem. You don't see the invaders and lights we normally have, all that stuff, because I'm working on this shelf right now. It's the current shelf being worked on in this whole renovation, but this guy is definitely gonna find a home over here with all the other spooky figures we're gonna have lined up along their base to kind of get the best examples of those characters in a very, very clean fashion. And these statues that they were releasing in the Nick box definitely do that. So over here in this Gerald pouch is where I typically put my wallets. They have a Spongebob wallet in there right now too, so we're gonna add the Nickelodeon one right in here for reference. Whatever we're doing videos and stuff like that, we got them right here available. And that Nick box logo isn't bad at all hanging out. Okay, and then on the washer machine we have the magnets, and I definitely don't have to readjust these magnets every time I wash something, so let's go ahead and put them right here. I think these guys are gonna be really solid with the Action League logo above it. Boom. I honestly really need more Nickelodeon magnets. I feel like we should have more than this by now, but for some reason this is what we got so far. Okay, and I actually didn't expect myself to do this, but I added the acrylic stand in here because for some reason it just blends really well. I was
gonna say, it just looks like it's on the box.
Yeah, it looks really like it's the same house, I guess. It blends really well with the Monopoly we have back there. So I decided to add it in there, and I put the Tommy and Chucky right here to the side as well. And if we ever get something we want to insert back there, we can do that too, but I don't know if it'll stick, but for right now, I like it. So this is the pre-selected forgotten outro. Welcome to episode number 7004. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smack that like button, subscribe if you're new here. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. I know that you enjoyed whatever video this was. I only put out stuff that I know that you guys are gonna like, so thank you so much for supporting this video and also the channel altogether. Check out this video on your screen right here, which is the last epic video on this channel. I know you're gonna love it, and I hope I see you over there. And if you guys haven't followed or whatnot, links down below. As always, Rec Pack, I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios. Bloop.